Hello everyone, I'm ExtraCheesy87 and this is Let's Play Trails Through Daybreak 2 Part 12. In the previous video, we were almost done with our exploring. We just got a little bit of the Trion Tower area left, and then we can do a little main story prog. First things first, let's see. Do we know you?
They deal in specialty goods and souvenirs from the Liberal Kingdom.
I've never been to a place like this before. Whoa! Is that a model of the original Arcee?
Wow-wee! That's a lot of acerbic tomatoes!
Yep, damn true, partner. Lila. That means nothing to me.
I'm quite proud of what we have to offer.
Also, what the fuck, Liberal? Are you out of your gosh darn minds? You gotta take out a small loan to buy a soda? I mean, it is pretty baller. I mean, 60 CP, anything that you could buy in bulk that gives 60 CP and is pretty fucking insane. But you do have to, you know,
Please come again.
sign like a 1-year work contract just to buy one. Welcome. Our store offers some of the finest goods produced in the Liberal Kingdom. Might I suggest trying the frozen dinners? They came from a high-class restaurant in Bose called Antaros. I'm not paying luxury boutique prices for a fucking hungry man, alright? It's not happening. The food's probably great if you buy it in Liberal. Perhaps an acerbic tomato would be more to your liking. We also have a figurine of a ZCF airship. It's too much against some serious choice paralysis here. Don't worry, you can't afford any of it. Actually, have you gotten any non-packaged Liberal food? I'd be super interested in that. Trying a recipe that's been passed down from generation to generation would give me a taste of what Liberal's really like. Nadia, this is a boutique, not a restaurant. Actually, I have been thinking about opening an in-store eatery. Our plan is to hire someone who can prepare and serve some fresh Liberal cuisine. That sounds nice. We'd very much like it if you visit us again once we begin that service. Wow, and here I was thinking I'd throw you off your game by pointing out a missed opportunity. The very reason we opened this boutique was to share the charms of the Liberal Kingdom with the world, and we will spare no expense nor make any compromises to see that end accomplished. Now, why don't you have a look around? I'm sure we have something that will pique your interest. Yeah, you got shit that piques my interest, unfortunately. Oh man, the good old days. You don't know what it was like, man. You weren't even born yet. Back when we were in Liberal and going through the caves and oh man. Alright, well that's kinda neat. Well, here I am, staring through Quincy parlor windows once again. Everything was as delicious as ever. I'll never forget the first time I took a bite of their delectable tarts. I must suppress these frivolous thoughts. If I indulge myself yet again, I'll be a mirrorless maiden by the first light. We're already mirrorless maidens, unfortunately. Time to take a break. There's sure a lot of tourists around today, huh? Me, I work for a Valis-affiliated startup here at the mall. The more profits we turn, the busier it gets. The company's sales been ringing off the hook, from the break of dawn to the dead of night. Salary's good, don't get me wrong, but my body can't take much more of this. This window offers financial planning advice as well as assistance with processing financial securities. You can also purchase promotional merchandise from our bank here. Why does the bank sell promotional merchandise, man?
How can I help you?
Like, man, I really love my bank. Said no one ever.
Please, come again.
Best case scenario, the only like bank glazing any sane person should give is like, oh well, my bank is better than person's I don't like's bank. You know, my bank's better than your bank. No, my bank sucks, but you know.
Good news, everyone. Mishy has finally made his way to Calvary.
I don't know when we'll go do the garden stuff. Maybe we'll try and... Because I don't know if there's like a new floor unlocked yet. I guess we would know if we were to go into it, but... Maybe when we finish these guys' section, before we head back to Van, we'll check it out and see if there's anything new there. Because I'm assuming it kind of works like Reverie, whether it's like, you know, a side progression area, or it's a alternate progression path that you kind of slowly chip away at over the course of the game. This is a Quincy Company store. They're one of the biggest confectioners in Zemuria. Your parents are in this biz, right, Blade Lady? Oh, maybe you can get us some freebies. Oh, what do you mean he doesn't anymore after he was unveiled to actually be the CEO of racism? Read the room, Nadia. From what I remember, their president was arrested last year. Unfortunately, my involvement in the business ended when I took off from home. I'm afraid that means family benefits are out of the question. Yeah, but you're still rich. Oh, man. I can certainly give you my recommendations, though. Why don't we browse around? Didn't realize she made such a clean break from him. I feared the worst after that debacle with Father, but things seem to be recovering for the most part. That's one worry off my mind. That is a big cake, man. Probably gotta take out a small loan to buy that bad boy. Moving on. With another competition just around the corner, where do you draw your inspiration? That's a great question. These days my driving is fueled by love and gratitude. For my car, for my team, and for those out there in the stands, and a few special others who are near and dear to me. I plan on carrying that on in the next race and showcasing my passion for this sport to the world. Okay, as a matter of fact, many have been remarking about how your recent performances are stronger than ever before. The spirit of love and gratitude must be having a real tangible effect on you. Actually, I just learned that if I hold down the pedal even more, it goes faster. You may be right about that. It could be because I've revised my training methods from the ground up. I've also begun doing research on how to push the pedal to the metal even further. Is that so? Would you mind going into more detail? Well, I just fully extend my foot. From what little Van has told me, I think I can guess who the near and dear ones are. Something to keep my eye on, I suppose. Top-level racing isn't something you can achieve through willpower alone. Ah, yes, you need lots of money. It is my belief that preparation is key. That way you can be at your best no matter what the road has in store for you. More sage wisdom from Maxim Lugan. Is that the secret behind your climb to the championship title? The tea today is simply divine, and the cake has been baked to perfection. I expected no less of Quincy Parlor. Truly, this is a store fit for a queen and for an elegant lady such as myself. Anyhow, I ought to finish this tea post-haste. If I continue to prattle on like this, the tea will go cold.
Let's go.
Isn't this like where you want to be, Curly? We're in the damn chocolate store. Why, if it isn't Miss Elaine Auclair, thank you very much for gracing us with your presence today. There's no need to fuss over me. My family no longer owns the business after all. Perhaps so, but it's because of their efforts as the Quincy Company's founders that we are here today. What's more, I, like many of us, feel a great deal of respect for the way you righted the wrongs of your former president. Is that so? Headquarters has been restructured since then, and those of us working in the storefronts are making every effort to start fresh. So rest easy. We only ask that you watch over us in whatever way you're able. Yeah, I may not be able to do so openly, but you have my full support. Now she can finally out of that breath she's been holding since we got in here. I'm happy for her. Last year's plummeting sales dealt a heavy blow to the Quincy Company storefronts, but things seem to have stabilized a bit since the start of January. Most likely our corporate brand's long history of achievements was enough to preserve its integrity. It fills me with renewed pride in the work I do for their storied and prestigious company.
Hello there!
Stop selling shit I can't afford. And I guess in theory we don't need the ingredients. Now it is a little silly to like sell our ingredients to buy a cookbook that we'll never use. we'll dip into the reserve funds.
Thank you.
I don't even use them. Oh yeah, I never read the newspaper. Do we want to do that now? What's left? There's... Is that the bank? And oh, the Vern store. Okay, so we got the Vern store.
Here you'll find Trion Tower.
All right, we can read it. Let's just take a sip of the sauce real quick.
Also find the Vern store, a movie theater, boutiques, and other various shops and clothes. Drop by the Vern store if you want.
All right. The T-Phone sales exceed wildest expectations. 1 month ago, the T-Phone, a consumer model Zypha, was released to the public. Despite its hefty price tag, sales have shot through the roof, with stores claiming a second production run has already been ordered to meet the product's sky-high demand. The T-Phone is a consumer-grade communications device based on the same technology as the Zypha standard, a 6th-generation battle ornament developed independently by the Vern Company. The secret sauce that led to the T-Phone's explosive popularity seems to be the sheer number of special features as well as its general versatility. Older, antiquated commuter devices, such as previous generation combat ornaments like the Enigma and Arcus units, fucking, those things are shit, am I right, guys? Right, Calvardians? Offered basic calling and messaging features, with a simple camera being the most complex feature on them that you could expect. The Zypha and T-Phone, in contrast, come standard issue with the ability to connect to the Orbital Net, from which a user can install various applications. This allows for an unprecedented degree of customizability. Blah, 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 blah. The T-Phone is also capable of performing basic calculations, making it usable for data processing purposes as well. When the development of the Zypha standard first began, a number of concerns are raised regarding the exclusion of the Epstein Foundation from the project, and over the Vern Company developing the technology independently. Now, however, it's clear the Vern staff's tireless efforts bore fruit. There is no doubt the Zypha standard and the T-Phone will support the work and lifestyles of all people over the Republic for many years to come, and by many years until the new model comes out next year. As long as we don't all die. Vegas Films and Kowloon Pictures co-production nears completion. Sources say the long-awaited collaborative effort between Vegas Films and Kowloon Pictures is finally nearing the end of its principal photography. Over the past several days, the filming of the climactic scene has been taking place in the city of Messeldam. Okay, so that's probably what Julia's there for then. The film will mark the first time movie stars Judith Lannister and Nina Finley appear on screen together, further adding to fans' insatiable anticipation for the feature. It's no small wonder seeing as how this is a crossover between the actress's signature works, Golden Blood and Wolf's Requiem. We interviewed Miss Judith and Miss Nina during the first day of filming in Messeldam. Both expressed their excitement and enthusiasm for the movie, and when asked whether they had anything to share with the fans, they had this to say. Judith Lannister: thanks for being there every step of the way in my acting journey, everyone. I'm super stoked to be sharing the spotlight with my friend and colleague Nina this time around. Seeing her journey and how all her hard work and diligence has paid off has been super inspiring to me, and I'm also happy and proud to be standing alongside her. Asked her how Zoe and Michelle ended up involved in each other's lives. Well, you'll just have to watch the movie and find out for yourselves. Nina Finley: I'm beyond honored to have this opportunity to star in an important film alongside Judith, who I've looked up to my whole career. This movie will show a new side to Michelle's character, so after watching it, you'll have a better, deeper understanding of who she really is. I will do my best to give an authentic performance as possible as we wrap up filming. 3 months after the collapse of Armada, has peace returned to the Republic? 3 months have passed since Armada's reign of terror was brought to an end. They were a mafia group who, while active, dominated the Republic's criminal underworld from the shadows and committed heinous atrocities, the likes of which have rarely been seen throughout recorded history. Armada is without question a catalyst in the decline in the Republic's public order, so how will their demise ultimately affect the state of security and crime within our nation, one might ask? First and foremost, in Edith, many organizations that were affiliated with Armada and the groups of predominantly young, delinquent Armada subcontractors, often referred to as gangsters, have been rounded up and arrested by capital authorities. That is not, however, to say that organized crime has gone away on the whole. On the contrary, turf wars and small-scale conflicts between local gangsters have been on the rise in recent months. Without a major crime organization like Armada to rein them in, small-time crooks have free rein to do as they please. And the state of criminal affairs is not exclusive to Edith. Our sources claim the power balance in seedy organizations like Longport's Eastern Quarter have begun to shift. Though details remain unclear, public safety has reportedly begun to deteriorate, and the number of violent incidents between feuding criminals is increasing. Meanwhile, on the western side of the Republic, the Dolor family, a criminal enterprise that has declined in influence due to them being losers, are now staging their comeback in the wake of Almada's downfall. On the bright side, the citizens of Messeldam, the former hearth and home of Almada, have recovered a sense of relief now that the criminal organization has met its timely demise. Moreover, their absence has had a positive ripple effect in Messeldam's local economy. The flow of trade is as fluid as a river now that has been released from Almada's iron grip, and tourists can once again come and go without fear of attacks from the erstwhile Mafia group. However, that does not mean the city is free from criminal elements. The seedy soil from which Almada sprung to life remains undisturbed, and until the malignance that lies in the city's underbelly is unearthed, true peace will not find its roots. Recommended tropical resorts for winter season. As the long cold winter rages on, our readers are no doubt seeking a reprieve, perhaps in the form of warm temperatures southern nations are currently enjoying. If you find yourself nodding at that statement, then read on, because we at the Tyrell Times have some hot and sunny resort recommendations for you. First on our list of getaway locations, the Principality of Elsheim. Although current perception paints Elsheim as one big desert, we can assure you there are many oases that lie therein. The most notable of which is Whitehaven, a beach that sits on the southern coast of Elsheim and is known for its strikingly gorgeous sand. The Seashore Resort has been renowned as a first-class must-visit vacation hotspot for years, thanks to its breathtaking sights and pleasant environment. Our next destination is the Liberl Kingdom. Although Liberl is firmly situated in the western side of the continent, its relative positioning towards the south grants it a warm, temperate climate, which is why in recent years tourists have been flocking across its border in droves. Liberl also boasts a great many mountainous regions and is surrounded by clear blue skies on its south, or blue seas on its south and west sides, leading the area to not only a nice relaxing sea breeze, but also swaths of natural attractions for all to enjoy. Finally, we turn our attention to the Central East with its in-development resorts in Valis. Although Valis itself is an attractive destination in its own right, they have been investing heavily of late into a number of in-development Central Eastern resorts outside the city. They can be found along the coastline and on nearby islands. These resorts aim to compete with Elsheim's Whitehaven and promise to provide top-notch service to their guests or vacationers in search of a nice, pleasant respite, should add them to their travel bucket lists. A Valis-funded hotel's reputation for high-quality guest service and management know-how in ecological landscaping has led wealthy entrepreneurs and landowners to come knocking on Valis' door, requesting consultation for projects involving the transformation of privately owned islands and mountains into full-blown resorts. Some clients have even outsourced these projects to them entirely. In this day and age, you never know when a patch of land could suddenly turn into a Valis-backed luxury resort. Yeah, okay. Fucking, what about the poor folks? Do we get to have any fun? No? Okay.
New commodity, the T-phone.
Can't I just, go to an island and it just be like, hey, there's the island, you don't gotta pay to get in or nothing? You don't have to, like, you can just enjoy nature? Nah? Okay. It's like business is booming. This is one of the Vern Company's retail locations. So you think we're gonna have a beach episode at Whitehaven? I feel like that's a setup for us having an anime beach special. No wonder, you can't go anywhere without hearing that name. Naturally, they sell a variety of orbits for home use, but in recent times they focused their efforts on bringing Zyphos to general consumers. The all-in-one communication devices found here offer the same specifications with none of the combat functionality. You can even give them an in-store test run before making a purchase. Zyphos, huh? Nadia and I use them ourselves. It's impressive how far they've come without the Epstein Foundation's involvement. Oh yeah, by the by, how is it that every small child in the series has access to the most advanced combat ordnance? Like, weren't you guys, like, on the run? But even when you guys were super on the run, you still had access to, the most up-to-date combat ordnance. Why did Anya's even have a combat ordnance at the start of the last game? She's just like a girl going to school. Same with Catra, like why does Catra have one? He's just a kid at school, but he's instantly like, yeah, I can go fucking blast with the best of them. Zyphos, huh? Yeah. Feels like they're leaps and bounds ahead on the old Vern versus Rhineford rivalry now. It's kind of bittersweet though. Call me old school, but I've gotten pretty attached to the Enigma and Arcus units. Oh, those people there. Is that who I think it is? Let's go up and get a closer look. It does look who I think it is. The stairwell should be just behind that door. I saw Mishy in front of the Vern store a little while ago. He was introducing the T-phone. Man, even Mishy's a fucking sellout. He kept talking about how just owning one will make you popular. I think he also said something about being a high-tech communication device. I guess it looks cool, but if I can't use it to play games, I'm not really interested. Damn true, partner. The T-phone's been around since the beginning of the year, but there's still a good amount of buzz around it. Honestly, it sounds really interesting. I'm sure just owning one will make you feel like you're on the cutting edge of progress. I have a feeling the T-phone might be a little too advanced for me. I mean, I still have trouble getting my washing machine to work. Yeah, well, I mean, the washing machine's probably more complicated, honestly. Welcome, I'm currently providing a look at the newest product, the T-phone. Please let me know if you have any questions about its functions. I can also answer any questions you may have regarding our payment plans. Take a small 20-year loan to buy one. If you're unclear about anything, please don't hesitate to ask. Oh, there you are. Welcome! This is our customer service and Zypha adjustment counter. Actually, do I know you from somewhere? We're the substitute Spriggans filling in for Van while he's away. He gave us a few notes about people in the city, so we might know a thing or two about you already. And we may have bumped into each other at Cray Village. We lived there for a while about 2 years ago. Oh, that's right. I guess we must have seen each other then. But I was always so busy trying to get Boss Goddard to approve my work back then, I hardly had time for anything else. Still, he always made sure to cheer me on, and so did Mom and Dad. Sorry, I probably shouldn't have made everything so gloomy. No, it's alright, we understand. They've been to Cray Village. It's been a while now since the explosion. What a horrible tragedy. I asked Sylvie if she had any work connections, but I never thought I'd end up in a place like this. I need to make sure I work hard while I'm here, not only to polish my skills, but to repay her for the favor.
What'll you have?
Stop selling things I can't afford.
Come again.
Welcome. If you need help looking for anything in particular, please let me know. By the way, are you familiar with our newly released T-phone? It's a mobile device that can make calls, browse the Robonet, and much more. The T-phone makes everyone's lives more convenient. Why not take a look?
Let's go.
They should be in the store, and it's like, you know, 9 million mirror.
Welcome! Thank you for coming!
It's like the bike in first-gen Pokemon, where it cost $1 million dues by default. LaForte would be nice. Forte would be nice. Would be nice. Or would be nice to have.
Please stop by again!
What'll you have? Come again.
Oh wait, I think I still need to sell a little bit more.
Come again.
Welcome! Thank you for coming!
Welcome, thank you for coming. Help. Oh wait.
Please
Actually,
stop by!
I want that on Chickadee. I think. I want it on you. Yeah, I'd rather you have that than Crest.
Again.
For now. My company provided us with T-phones recently. Honestly, the tech really surprised me. I mean, it makes everything so convenient. It really makes you realize how far we've come as society. So I decided I'm gonna go buy my own personal T-phone. Although I guess that means my dream of having an expensive car will have to wait.
Alright, let's move.
Damn, they're that fucking expensive.
Thank you again for
Nope.
putting this detailed analysis together. I'll make sure to pass it along to Professor Schmidt. And thank you too, Your Highness. We greatly value your input as one of our sponsors.
Apparently Toa was referenced in the last game. One of the random NPCs in not Longport, but the other place during the interlude. They talk about like a volunteer character, and I didn't really make the connection that that's probably referring to, oh, it's like a group for like an NGO or something like that. And they referenced someone who I didn't pick up on it as being probably Toa, but somebody, I remember in a comment said something about it. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Looking back at the dialogue. So that's kind of cool to see her back.
You're quite welcome. Please give the professor my regards.
I have a feeling my father and brother will be just as pleased with the results.
It is her!
Didn't expect to run into you here.
Swin, Nadia, it's been too long.
Miss Herschel, Professor Hamilton, a pleasure to see you again.
Ah, Elaine. Good day to you.
That's LaToya Hamilton, one of Epstein's 3 disciples.
So, wait, you already know each other?
Yeah, Elaine's got to know everybody.
Elaine and I have known each other for some time now. We met when I was on assignment for NGO work.
That's right. Her assistance at the time was invaluable. I don't believe I've met your other companion, though.
How do you do, Miss Eau Claire? And hello to your friends as well.
That's the princess.
I am Jida Osval, daughter of Grand Prince Salman of Elsheim. What a blessing it is to meet so many new people today.
The Princess of Elsheim?
You must be Crown Prince Sharid's younger sister. I recall seeing you at the racetrack the other day. It's an honor to formally make your acquaintance.
Oh, so you were there as well? I've heard many a story about Beauty's Blade, but it's nice to finally put a face to the name. My brother has much to thank you Bracers for.
It's really no trouble at all. The Guild appreciates his generous support.
Oh, wow! A real-life princess! What a cutie patootie!
Do me a favor and behave for once.
Swin and Nadia wasn't. It's clear you're friends of Toa's. You don't quite seem to be bracers. They aren't. I've temporarily enlisted their help with a request is all. That's right, we just started a new gig in Edith, the Substitute Spriggans. From missing cats to apocalyptic threats, S over here can handle anything. Thanks for ever selling it, and don't act like all the work goes to me. Ah, now I understand. You're Arcride Solutions' interim replacements. I must say, the two of you make quite a distinctive pair. My brothers told me all about Arcride Solutions. You're filling in for them? How wonderful. Imagine that. I'm a little surprised to see you two in that line of work. It fell into our laps, more or less. You think you're surprised? What are you doing all this way from Erebonia, Toa? Let me guess, is that old NGO grind? Yeah, it's one I got to help out with after graduating Thor's, the International Cooperative Organization. Things are beginning to pick up with him again, and I have some business to take care of in Calvert anyway. I made the choice to relocate here at the start of the year. Oh, that checks out. ICO, huh? Feels like they keep ramping up their visibility more every year. Yes, their group addresses all sorts of international challenges local governments can't handle on their own. And there's been an increasing trend in those kind of issues throughout the country recently. Told you the country's fucked. $500 the rest of the dang hot springs? Even here in the capital, Miss Herschel has been hard at work in more fields of expertise than I can count. It's difficult to believe that her real job is teaching at an Imperial Military Academy. Well, she's one busy bee, alright. Oh, stop it. I don't do too much at all, really. But enough about that. Back to the Substitute Spriggan business. How riveting. Has the air of something out of a movie or novel. I don't mean to impose. Would you mind telling me about the case you're currently working on? Yes, Win and Nadia. What case are we working on right now? Neither of us have a problem with it. It's up to our client to decide how hush-hush we have to be. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to share a few details. So, Edith has been having orbital network problems? Oh yeah, that's why we're here. My brother told me everything that happened in Basel last year as well. Things aren't bad enough to be an actual problem yet, but it's sketchy all the same. Would you happen to have any insight, Professor? As a matter of fact, I received a brief report about this courtesy of the Verne Company. Unfortunately, there isn't much I can add at this stage. But at the very least, I have confidence that you're on the right track. Nice, you got the prof's step of approval. Even the smallest crack can eventually grow into a chasm. My lack of foresight with those nuclear devices last year led to tragedy, and what we're seeing now may be the early signs of something similar. Oh, let's just say I appreciate your investigating the matter. Of course, there's even a hint of malicious agenda behind this. We'll root it out and nip it in the bud. Spoken like a true bracer. Maybe my hearing's going, but that didn't sound like the royal we to me. I'm sure Elaine can manage. We'll be counting on you two to help her get to the bottom of this. Would that I could offer more than well wishes. Still, I look forward to hearing the tales of your exploits. If there's anything at all we can do to help, don't hesitate to let us know. Thank you, Professor. We'll just excuse ourselves then. See you later! Even I must admit these orbital network disruptions are a point of concern. Nevertheless, I am certain you substitute Spriggans will manage to uncover another angle of approach. Best of luck. Your investigation in the matter is much appreciated. You three do your best out there, okay? I'm here to help too, so don't be afraid to reach out. These orbital network issues have an unmistakable stench of foul play about them. But while your investigation is your most curious, prying into things only make me a hindrance. So instead I shall wait with bated breath to hear the tales of your exploits. Damn true, girly. Damn true. Where the hell do I go? What else was left?
Okay, I think we've hit up all the spots worth visiting.
Then I suggest we head for the tower.
That makes sense.
Good news, everyone. Mishy has finally made his way.
Don't talk to me about Mishy, alright?
Pay him a visit today and make a wishy with Mishy.
You done sightseeing around the tower? Well, let's save first. I still got some sworn to do. Not like I can stop you. Yeah, we've had our fill. Generally, they gotta turn around Trion Mall. What are your thoughts? It's got a good vibe for people our age, and there's plenty of family-friendly spots too. Plus, to make a halfway decent date spot, I'd give it 4 stars. She wasn't asking for a review, and you already figured over here. Who, me? No way, my clue radar just never went off, that's all. I kept an eye out myself, but I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary either. What about you, Swin? Same as you two. Nothing special. I see. That just leaves the tower itself then. Much as I like to be all, woohoo, let's go! This is the part where we have to start taking things seriously, huh? The observation deck is open to the general public, but any orbital network facilities will be located elsewhere. I should be able to get us permission to investigate on that front. But we may want to see what the staff can tell us first. Makes sense to me. Break a leg, Blade Lady. We'll be waiting right here for you. You aren't coming? Talking things out will probably go smoother without us. Trust me, we don't only get in your way. I mean, that's actually fair. Well, alright. Make yourselves comfortable then. I'll go speak with the relevant employees and circle back. Alone at last. You know what that means, S? Time for a dating montage. Let's take a rain check on that. There's something else I'm curious about. Swin's gonna beat up a robot? Hey there you are, welcome back. You're by yourself? Where's Swin? Dead. He slighted me for the last time. I sent him a little errand, but he should be back real soon. Speak of the devil. Hey S! That was quick, find anything out? Unfortunately not. I spoke with security, but none saw any suspicious persons enter or leave the building. The communications, facilities, and equipment aren't much different. Nothing unusual has been reported at all during their periodic inspections. We're fresh out of leads. On the surface, yes. But that may change if we can examine the main control system directly. And that's why I took the liberty of getting us clearance. This is your area of expertise, right, Nadia? You really did your homework, huh? You know, there is one other thing we could try. There is. You all done, Nadia? Just about. The comparison results should be popping up any second now. Results for what exactly? Operation Robovac Trackdown. I beg your pardon? Are perpetrators among them? They are? Probably! I think you've tried our patience enough. Just give it to her straight already. Fine, fine. First, let me redirect your attention to one of the many mecha janitors roaming around us. At the risk of repeating myself, this automated cleaning machines operate exclusively in the 3rd District. They were brought in on a trial basis by Volos Investment Bank, one of Trion Tower's biggest sponsors. Right, but we reached out to Toa, who got in touch with Professor Hamilton, and she gave us the Robovac spec sheets, plus the source code for their main systems. This goes to show connections are everything. I'm surprised Professor Hamilton would authorize that. Turns out our offering to help wasn't just to be polite. Yeah, sweet old ladies like her are the best. So now we just use that data to analyze the Robovac's behavioral routines. And just for the area's cartographic info, along with the active unit count and time frame. And presto, a complete map of every Robovac's pathing route. That's just the home screen. Ah, shit. I didn't even realize that was possible. Well, only because we had all the other parameters first. Besides, these calculations tell us where they're supposed to go, not where they actually went. That's where S came in clutch. I went around attaching transmitters to any Robovacs that were nearby. Obviously, there was no way I could get every single one. But lucky for us, they can detect and coordinate with any friends of theirs nearby. So as long as enough units are being tracked, we can get a beat on pretty much all of them. Now, if I take the expected routes from earlier and cross-reference them with the ones on record, and look at that, some of them don't line up. Meaning they were hacked, and we're about to have to deal with evil vacuum robots. Bingo! There are security checks for people going in and out of Trion Tower. I have no reason to suspect a cleaning machine they themselves are using. That makes the Robovacs a safe and reliable means of getting close to the tower's control systems. As for why nothing turned up in their inspections, the virus used to infect the network is probably self-destructing. In other words, after it does its thing, it removes any trace it was ever there. Then, after the inspections are over, the perpetrator hacks a different robot and the cycle starts all over again. That way they can exploit part of the Trion Tower's control systems to commit their cyber crimes with no one the wiser. The pieces do seem to align. I have to say I'm impressed you were able to put all of it together, Nadia. Though Swin deserves some credit as well for noticing something was off with the Robovacs in the first place. You can tell it's me, and you call us impressive. Yeah, you're pretty quick on the uptake. They wouldn't have made me an A rank otherwise. Would you mind walking me through your thought process? Well, if you want to know, what tipped me off is the strange way some of the Robovacs are behaving. The routes they were taking felt less than optimal from a cleaning perspective. See, Lord Butler Swin, he knows all the optimal cleaning routes. It's like they were trying to avoid being spotted or kept a low profile in case they couldn't. As someone who's just staying under the radar, I tend to pick up on these kind of things. So I see. Incidentally, have you two ever given any thought to becoming bracers? Is that an invitation? Yeah, it is. The guild is always short-staffed. We could always use traumatized children to fill up our ranks. Our branch in E is especially in need now that fees returned to Erebonia. And you wouldn't be the first people to complicate a pass to register with us. Surprisingly common, in fact. Yeah. As tempting as the offer sounds... No way, Jose! The guild burns out their members out like a box of matches. And don't get me started on your working hours. I need to save all our room in my planner for back-to-back siestas. A lazy life of leisure is the only one for me. And there's your answer. Well, no shame in trying. I mean, I guess you could just recruit Swin and have him get worked to the bone. I spy something on the move. Another Robovac straight off its expected route. Can you say hacked? Just went in the tower through the back door, probably to launch another viral attack. We better launch an attack of our own. Right, catching up to it should give us a clue as to who's responsible for this. Headed through the observation deck, onward and upward. Here's the observation deck. Too bad we can't just kick our feet up. I hope we've actually passed this door here. Let's go in through the control room at the top of the stairs. Let's move in then. I've already received permission from security. Right. First things first. First things first, you guys are suspicious. Hello everyone, welcome to Trion Tower's observation deck. Here you can use our telescopes to view Edith in all its splendor, free of cost.
No sense going this way.
Wait. There's a person. Over there. I think it noticed us. Blocking the only exit. There's nowhere for it to run. It's gonna ram itself into the servers and corrupt the data. Not on my watch. You slashed that like faster than I could say holy moly. I barely even had time to blink. Less gawking, more investigating. The culprit is bound to have realized what happened by now. Got it. I got a huge backlog of orders for delivery. There's something at this store. Got a huge... The company gets a profit. Quick reply to... The company gives a prompt. Quick reply to something. Good service at this store. Damn true, partner. Damn true. It was like hard to read because the smoke would like get in the way, or like the glare. What the? I think we're out of luck. What? How? Hacking program's already started the auto deletion process. Without better hardware, I won't have time to trace the signal back to the perp. And at this rate, every last bit of data is gonna get wiped. I was afraid of that. Oh, this sucks. Everything past this point is out of my depth. If Rin were here, she'd know what to do. We could send for more personnel and better equipment, but it'd be too little too late. Oh, we finally found a lead and it's slipping right through our fingers.
It appears you're in something of a fix.
Oh, it's me! Plot critical old lady! Stalker ass. Professor Hamilton? What are you all doing here? It was at Her Highness's suggestion, actually. I was simply beside myself with curiosity after learning what you were up to. Your caller suggested you found some sort of clue in how the cleaning robots are acting. Lady, you're acting kind of sus. And since the network outages you're investigating are taking place all throughout the city, it stood to reason that you would head to the control room in the tower where Edith's horrible traffic comes through. You act like it's no big deal, but that's some top-tier sleuthing there. In any event, it would seem we made the right choice in coming. Not you want to try hacking in from your end, but it'll be fine, dear. Go right ahead. What do I do now? It'll be tough going in if you jump in unprepared. Allow me to lend you this. How adorable! What a peculiar shape. Where have I seen it before? Now this Avatar's Bard, it contains hacking tools made specifically for orbital network environments. It should be more than manageable for someone of your ability. Ooh, color me impressed. Also, slight diss in there. Alright, here goes nothing. You see, the thing is that it's my hacking business. I've kind of forgot how this works.
Expanding search field.
Okay. Keep moving. Nobody said stop.
Expanding search field.
We'll just...
Analyzing code.
What?
Security clear.
That... I'm just saying, I hit the right prompt. I don't know,
Expanding search field.
They're on one, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, we are kind of cutting it a little close.
Analyzing code. Security clear. Mission accomplished.
Oh, okay, we didn't have to keep going. Could you have gotten there from, like, the different angle? Got it, mission complete! You managed to trace the signal back? All in a day's work for yours truly. Oh, I couldn't have done it without that cute little Abby and its tools. Thanks a bundle, Prof. I'm just glad it worked out in the end. So now you know where the culprit is, right? There were several layers of dummy data to throw me off, but I made it through eventually. The coordinates whoever's been hacking the Robovax and who's been messing with Ida's orbital network are right here in the sewers. Where is here exactly? It appears to be just shy of the city's unofficial 13th district, otherwise known as the Blacklight District. Thinking back, this reminds me of something Zen mentioned once. Supposedly there's a desolate corner of the district where the air is so stagnant that even its residents rarely step foot inside. They call it the Condemned Sector. Yeah, okay, that's fishy with a capital F. I mean, what better place to hole up if you're looking to get some evil doing done? We'll just have to go down there and see what we find. I'm afraid the rest of us won't be much help from here on. Toa can't. She's a real one. She's got a gun. Toa's got a gun. I have faith the three of you will be able to handle things just fine. Take care, everyone. Be safe, okay? We will. Thank you again for your assistance. Cowards. See you around, Toa. If you're staying in need, it's only a matter of time before we run into each other again. Sorry to interrupt. Would you mind if I accompanied you to this condemned sector? Yeah, I knew you were sus. Oh, I wouldn't be of any I'd just get in your way, fucking bunch of nonsense. I don't think that's a good idea. But Sherrod has told me much of the first-hand experience with Archon Solutions escapades. If you're substituting for them, it only follows that I should take the place of my brother. Would that not be the natural course of things? That's a pretty big stretch. Not to mention, when I see the two of you interact, it feels as if I'm among old friends. What I mean to say is you're the spitting image of the protagonist of my favorite book series. Oh no. Your favorite book series? It follows a young assassin and the girl he calls his partner in their quest to defy fate. I highly recommend it. Aww. While I understand how you feel, Your Highness, I'm afraid I can't allow this. The Blacklight District, as lawless as it is, to say nothing to the Condemned Sector. We have no way of predicting what dangers might be lying in wait down there. I thought as much. It's disappointing to be certain, but I won't protest any further. Even if I had a bodyguard, there's no denying that would only get in your way. Would that I could have borrowed Naj from my brother beforehand, then it'd be a different story. Just leave it to us for now. I'll tell you all about our daring do's next time we meet up, okay? I'll be waiting with bated breath. May Arusha's protection be with you. So she's like totally falling her ass, right? Hey, just popping in with an update from the Marduk support. Further analysis revealed a new floor of the Martian Garden, so check it out when you get a chance, okay? No. Okay, so we're just now getting the second floor. Ah, there we go. Now we're free.
What a view!
Look at all those teeny tiny people down there. They're like ants beneath our feet.
And the award for least intimidating villain laugh goes to...
I'm a little sad I wasn't able to see you in action, but I'll be alright, so long as you tell me all about it after you complete your investigation. It's clear the culprit is adept at hacking. I hope the three of you will stay safe out there. Good luck. The Condemned Sector sounds really dangerous. I'm sure you'll be okay as long as Elaine's with you, but do try and be careful. You can't even see out the telescope. Ha. Well, I guess there's a little footstand. Nope. Got a lot of trees. Enjoy the view of our beautiful capital. Why not do so with a snack or drink in your hand? That's the spiel we have to give to all our customers, but honestly, being so high up really freaks me out. Wish I could enjoy the view like everyone else, but it's just so scary. Why do you say like it's a spiel like somebody's making you say it? Brother, it's your juice stand. You're Dennis.
Hi there.
You can say whatever you want.
Come again.
Unless it's like, you know, it's not actually your stand. You're just like rinsing it out. Which could be possible. You know, you're supposed to have a ambient dialogue. Yep, it is a great view. Why must the lights outside glitter so brightly? No, cast your mind elsewhere, Julieta. You must keep that longing for freedom buried deep within. This tower is neither entrances nor exits, but that doesn't deter my prince from showing up below my window. That alone fills me with so much joy, I'll let down my long locks and lift him up to me. My prince, please come hither. I don't think this is that kind of tower, and last I checked, there was an entrance and exit. Quit being such a wet blanket and let the girl play pretend. Anyway, she's really getting into the role, huh? She might be better at acting than you, S. Shut it. Had a bit of a sneeze there. The view from here is so lovely, it's almost cruel. It's beckoning me to set foot outside this tower. I must resist the temptation. If I wait a little longer, my prince will surely come to take me away. I must not give in to despair. Now hurry to my side, my beloved prince.
Providing a panoramic view of the entire capital. Relax and enjoy the heavenly view.
Okay, so we'll go downstairs and about time to call it. Oh, we do have another side quest. Alright, so we'll check that out next time. I am really enjoying this, like, it almost kind of feels like the extended, like, section with the side characters. I'm actually really it's just such a nice change of pace. I'm glad we did this one first. And I'm kind of looking forward to the idea. I don't know if it's going to be, I presume it's going to be, like, different characters every time for the acts. But, you know, it's like you've always got Van and then maybe whatever this... Or I don't know if it'll always be Swin and Nadia. Like, if it's... The way it's split is Van's doing main story stuff, and then you got Swin and Nadia back here doing stuff in the capital. Or if the side parties are going to change over the course of the game. I'd kind of be cool with both. I mean, getting different parties for an extended period of time is pretty cool, but I also do like Swin and Nadia, so... Them getting to be like secondary protagonists, I'm also kind of down with. But we'll see how they approach it. I'm Actor Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part, and bye, guys.